Hi, this is Rick Harshed of Corona Samizdat, brought to you by Saver Guitars, as always, the best guitars made in handmade in ex-Yugoslavia. This is I wouldn't call it an emergency message, but it's one that I'd like to get out right now because I had a vision, a Jesus vision. I didn't see Jesus. Jesus didn't talk to me, but I had that do unto others thought, and it occurred to me that when Israel assassinated the leader of Hamas when he was under the protection of the Iranians in the near the capital in Tehran. They were committing a real, let's call it a faux pas. And so I think because it's very hard, the do unto others things comes from it's very hard for people in the West to turn things around, and imagine if Netanyahu was recently in Washington D.C. Imagine if he was assassinated uh, while in the United States by Iranians or Hezbollah or anybody actually. The West would go apeshit. We know that, but it didn't happen, and but then again, it wouldn't happen because it was before the Israelis, the U.S.-backed Israelis, um, assassinated Hania on Iranian soil. So what I'm thinking is let's talk fair play here. I'm calling for the United States to invite Netanyahu back for a few days, and just to give Iran, Hezbollah, anybody who's of a mind to a fair shot, just to give them a fair shot. If they don't assassinate him, okay, but if they do, just say, all right, we're even. It's okay. It would be very convenient for a lot of people if Netanyahu were to vanish in such a way, and you may think I'm calling for the assassination of Benjamin Netanyahu, and that's your opinion. I have mine, and I'm keeping it quiet because you got to have some things that you hold dear to your mind. Like, I'll tell you one thing I will admit. Since Henry Kissinger died, I've felt a lot of a sense of deep loss because wanting to personally kill Kissinger was keeping me happier and more alive. And when he died, without me being able to, you know, take part in the stomping or whatever it would be, however I would have managed it. I mean, I'm not one to go about planning and executing. It would have to be a crime of opportunity. But my wrath and the concentration of my disgust and hatred and all that with Kissinger has to be replaced. And I think I'm finally getting better because I'm starting to focus on Alan Dershowitz as my the next person I would like to run into in the right circumstances. Like with him near a cliff, and me being able to, we're both advanced age, but I'm a little younger than him. But I think I could get him off a cliff without, you know, doing any damage to myself. But anyway, so now I'm just enjoying the dark side of me filling up with the ray of light that would be represented by the opportunity to do in Alan Dershowitz. So I feel better. But anyway, well, I'm just sending this out to, in a Jesus-like way. Do unto others, and as you would have them do unto you. Well, that seems, if you believe that, and the United States is a very Christian country, I think that they would probably it'd be a great cleansing experience if they could invite Netanyahu back, and at a time when an assassination would be sort of fair play. So that's my message today. I could talk to you about books. Year of the Plague Rat is really selling. Assisted Living is selling well for a short story book. And a bended circuity is coming back. So keep all that in mind, and by God, go about your life in a peaceful way, and be good to your neighbors. And I can't preach. I ain't Jesus. All right. But Savior Guitars. I wonder if I could start calling it Savior Guitar. Savior Guitar. Well, okay, never mind. Take care, and you'll be hearing from me soon about other matters. But until now, Dershowitz is a fucking pig. And you know that Dershowitz was fucking Epsteinian man-childs. No, woman-childs. Wonder, I mean, women from the ages of 12 to maybe even 19 on occasion. But he did do a lot of it. And it's now deniable because, mysteriously, one of the women who had, for years, been saying it was, that Dershowitz was one of the big fuckers, mysteriously said she may have mistaken his identity. And if you've ever seen Dershowitz, you know nobody mistakes that ugliness. So keep that in mind, and be as happy as you're allowed.